Imagine this. It's the middle of the night. You're warm under the covers. The house is quiet, but then you feel the urge to get up and go to the bathroom. Not once, not twice. Sometimes 3, 4, even 5 times before the sun comes up. At first, it feels like a small inconvenience. But over time, this habit, this nightly interruption, starts to steal something precious, deep, healing sleep. And without that, the body and mind begin to change in ways many people never expect. Tonight's topic is not just about getting older. It's about a signal your body may be sending, one that could be warning of deeper health concerns. According to medical research, frequent nighttime urination more than twice in a night is linked to conditions like high blood pressure, heart problems, kidney issues, and even a higher risk of falls in the dark. Yet, many seniors brush it off as just age. But here's the important part. In many cases, there are ways to reduce it, to protect your rest, and to improve your overall health. This video will guide you through why it happens, what it might mean, and what simple steps can make a big difference. So, stay with this conversation. Over the next few minutes, there will be answers, gentle advice, and maybe even a few aha moments. Because no one should have to spend their golden years feeling tired, dizzy, or anxious every morning, simply because of too many trips to the bathroom at night. As the body ages, certain changes happen quietly inside. One of them is how the bladder works. Over time, the bladder muscle can lose some of its strength, making it harder to hold urine for long hours. Hormonal changes can also affect how the kidneys filter fluids, especially at night, which means more urine is made while you're sleeping. Another important factor is the prostate in men. After the age of 55, it can slowly grow larger, pressing on the urethra, the tube that carries urine out. This can make the bladder feel full, even when it's not. For women, the muscles supporting the bladder can weaken, especially after childbirth or menopause, which can lead to similar nighttime urges. According to studies, older adults also tend to have more health conditions, like diabetes, heart disease, or high blood pressure that can affect fluid balance. Some medications for these conditions, especially diuretics, can increase urination at night. Think of the body like a house's plumbing system. Over the years, the pipes may not work as smoothly as before, and the water tank may be a bit smaller. Small changes add up, and the system needs more frequent draining to keep working. The good news is, understanding these natural changes is the first step to managing them. By knowing what's happening, it's easier to find ways to reduce the trips to the bathroom and protect precious sleep time. Waking up once in the night to use the bathroom may seem harmless, but when it happens more than twice, it can quietly create bigger problems. Each time sleep is interrupted, the body misses out on deep, restorative rest. Over time, this can lead to daytime fatigue, slower thinking, and even mood changes. For older adults, walking to the bathroom in the dark can be risky. According to health statistics, nighttime trips are a leading cause of falls in seniors. A single fall can lead to broken bones, long recovery times, and loss of independence. It's not just the physical injury, it's the fear of falling again that can change daily life. There's also the strain on the heart. Standing up quickly from bed at night can cause sudden changes in blood pressure. This may lead to dizziness or, in rare cases, trigger heart rhythm problems in those with existing heart conditions. Imagine a peaceful night as a long, smooth road. Each time you wake up, it's like hitting a speed bump. 1 or 2 bumps are manageable, but too many can make the journey exhausting. In the same way, repeated waking drains energy and makes mornings harder. Knowing these hidden dangers gives a strong reason to take nighttime urination seriously, not as a small inconvenience, but as a signal to care for the body and safety. Many older adults unknowingly make choices during the day that lead to more bathroom trips at night. One common mistake is drinking large amounts of water or tea right before bedtime. While staying hydrated is important, the timing matters. Drinking too much in the evening forces the bladder to work overtime during sleep. Another habit is enjoying caffeinated drinks like coffee, tea, or certain sodas in the afternoon or evening. Caffeine is a diuretic, which means it makes the body produce more urine. Alcohol works in a similar way, and it also interferes with deep sleep, making nighttime wake-ups more likely. Some people also forget that certain medications like water pills for blood pressure are best taken earlier in the day. Taking them too late can mean a restless night of multiple trips to the bathroom. There's also the habit of ignoring early signs of bladder problems. Dismissing frequent urination as just old age can delay important checkups. In many cases, simple changes or treatments can make a big difference, but only if the problem is addressed early. Think of the bladder like a small storage tank. If it's filled to the top right before bedtime, it's almost certain you'll need to empty it soon. Adjusting daily routines can help keep that tank at a comfortable level during the night. Getting up once or twice a night to urinate can be common as we age, but there are certain signs that should never be overlooked. If the need to urinate is sudden and urgent, and happens more than 2 or 3 times each night, it may be a sign of something more serious than just aging. Pay close attention if there's pain or burning when urinating, blood in the urine, or changes in the color or smell. These could point to infections, kidney problems, or even early signs of bladder or prostate issues. Another red flag is feeling that the bladder never empties completely, leaving discomfort or pressure. Sudden swelling in the ankles, feet, or legs can also be linked to nighttime urination. This may mean that fluid is building up during the day and is being processed by the kidneys once you lie down to sleep. In some cases, this is connected to heart or kidney problems that need medical attention. If there's a sudden increase in nighttime urination without a clear reason, such as more evening fluids, it's a good idea to seek medical advice. Based on research, early diagnosis often leads to easier, more effective treatment. Think of these warning signs as the body's way of speaking up. Ignoring them is like ignoring a smoke alarm. It's not just about losing sleep, it's about protecting long-term health. When the body is woken up several times each night, it misses out on the deep, restorative sleep that is so important for healing and energy. Over weeks and months, this lack of rest can lead to constant fatigue, slower thinking, and even memory problems. It's like trying to run a car engine without ever giving it a proper oil change. Eventually, things start to wear down. According to sleep research, waking up often during the night disrupts the natural sleep cycles. This means the body spends less time in the stages where cells repair themselves and the brain organizes memories. Over time, this can weaken the immune system, making it harder to fight off illness. The effects are not only physical. Being tired every day can affect mood, patience, and relationships. Some people start to avoid activities they enjoy because they feel too drained. Others may feel irritable or down without realizing it's connected to poor sleep. There's also a link between long-term poor sleep and higher risks of high blood pressure, diabetes, and even heart problems. When the body's rest is constantly interrupted, stress hormones can stay elevated, putting more strain on the heart and blood vessels. Think about it this way. Sleep is like nightly maintenance for both body and mind. Without it, the small issues can quietly grow into bigger health problems. Listening to the body's signals now can prevent years of trouble later. Small, gentle changes in daily habits can make a big difference in how often the body wakes up at night to urinate. One of the easiest steps is to limit how much fluid is taken in during the evening, especially after dinner. This doesn't mean avoiding drinking water altogether. Staying hydrated is important, but try to take more of the day's fluids earlier, so the bladder is less full at bedtime. Another helpful habit is to avoid drinks that can irritate the bladder. Coffee, tea, cola, and even hot chocolate all contain caffeine, which can act like a mild diuretic, making the body produce more urine. Alcohol can have a similar effect and may also disrupt the deeper stages of sleep. Gentle physical activity during the day can also help. A short walk, light stretching, or simple balance exercises can improve circulation, support bladder health, and make it easier to fall asleep at night. On the other hand, heavy exercise right before bed can actually make it harder to relax. Keeping a calm bedtime routine signals the body that it's time to rest. This might mean dimming the lights, reading something light, or listening to soft music. Avoid looking at bright phone or TV screens right before sleep, as they can trick the brain into thinking it's still daytime. These changes may seem small, but based on clinical experience, many older adults notice real improvements within a few weeks. It's not about perfection, but about gentle, consistent adjustments that give the body a better chance to rest through the night. While waking up once or twice a night to urinate can be common with age, there are certain signs that should never be overlooked. These warning signals can point to more serious conditions that need medical attention. One key sign is a sudden increase in how often the bladder needs to be emptied at night, especially if it happens over just a few days or weeks. Another is difficulty starting urination, or feeling like the bladder is never completely empty. A weak or interrupted urine stream may also be a cause for concern. Pain, burning, or discomfort while urinating is never normal and should be checked quickly. In some cases, there may also be blood in the urine, which can appear pink, red, or brown. While it may not always be serious, it can sometimes be linked to infections, stones, or even certain cancers, and it should be evaluated without delay. Other signs to watch for include swelling in the legs or ankles, sudden weight gain, or shortness of breath. These can be related to fluid buildup from heart or kidney problems, which may also affect bladder function. According to medical research, ignoring these symptoms can lead to worsening of the underlying problem, making it harder to treat later. That's why early action is so important. If any of these warning signs appear, arranging a medical checkup soon is one of the best steps to protect long-term health. In short, the body speaks in signals. Listening carefully and acting when something feels unusual can make a real difference in both health and peace of mind. Meet Margaret, a warm-hearted grandmother of 4 who lives in a quiet countryside town. For years, she woke up 3 to 4 times a night to use the bathroom. She thought it was just a normal part of getting older. But over time, the exhaustion began to show. She struggled to keep up with her morning walks, and even found herself dozing off during family gatherings. One evening, while chatting with a neighbor, she learned about the link between frequent nighttime urination and heart, kidney, or prostate issues. This sparked her curiosity, and she decided to speak to her doctor. After a few simple tests, It turned out that her blood pressure and blood sugar were higher than normal, affecting her bladder function. Her doctor worked with her to create a gentle plan, limiting fluids 2 hours before bed, avoiding caffeine in the late afternoon, and adding light stretching exercises in the evening. She also made a habit of checking her blood pressure regularly and adjusting her diet with more fresh vegetables, less salt, and healthier proteins. Within 2 months, Margaret noticed a big change. She only woke up once a night, and some nights not at all. Her mornings felt lighter, and her energy returned. She even joined a local choir, something she had been too tired to enjoy before. Margaret's story shows that positive changes don't have to be complicated. With awareness, small steps, and consistent habits, it's possible to enjoy more peaceful nights and brighter days, even in later years. Peaceful sleep is not just about closing your eyes, it's about preparing your body and mind for deep rest. Based on scientific studies, small lifestyle changes can make a big difference, especially for seniors who wake up multiple times at night. First, think about your evening fluids. Try to have most of your water intake earlier in the day. In the last 2 hours before bedtime, limit drinks, especially tea, coffee, or soda, which can irritate the bladder. Herbal teas like chamomile, earlier in the evening, can relax the body without adding strain to the bladder. Second, create a calming bedtime routine. Gentle stretching, slow breathing, or listening to soft music can signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Keeping the bedroom cool, dark, and quiet can also help the bladder relax, reducing the urge to get up. Third, pay attention to your daily activity. A short walk after lunch, light gardening, or simple chair exercises can improve blood flow and support healthy bladder function. This also helps regulate body rhythms, making nighttime sleep deeper. Finally, avoid heavy salty meals late in the evening. Salt can cause fluid retention during the day, which is released at night, increasing the need to urinate. These small steps may seem simple, but they work best when done consistently. Think of it like caring for a garden. A little attention every day brings healthy growth over time. In the same way, steady, mindful habits can bring you calmer nights and brighter mornings. Before the day ends, it's worth taking a quiet moment to reflect. Nighttime waking can feel frustrating, but it's also the body's way of asking for care and attention. Instead of seeing it as just a problem, think of it as a gentle reminder to listen closely to what your body needs. According to research, stress and worry can make bladder symptoms worse. Taking a few minutes before bed to release the day's concerns can help. This could be through gentle prayer, gratitude, journaling, or simply recalling 3 small moments that brought peace today. Such practices calm the mind, relax the body, and sometimes even reduce the urge to get up at night. It's also helpful to acknowledge progress, no matter how small. Maybe last night you woke up 3 times, but tonight you plan to try a new evening routine. That's a step forward. Self-kindness and patience are just as important as any medical advice. Imagine your night like a calm lake. Each worry is like a pebble. The less you throw in, the smoother the surface becomes. By creating stillness in the mind, the body follows, leading to more peaceful rest. This reflection is not just about better sleep, it's about nurturing a healthier, more peaceful life. And every night is a new opportunity to take another small step toward that goal. Every night holds the promise of rest, renewal, and healing, even if waking up to use the bathroom feels like an obstacle now. Remember, with patience, understanding, and small daily adjustments, it can become a manageable part of life. The journey toward better nights is not a race. It's a gentle path, walked one mindful step at a time. Whether it's drinking water a little earlier, creating a peaceful evening routine, or seeking advice from a trusted health professional, each action counts. And each action shows care for your body, your mind, and your future. It's important to remember that no one is alone in this. Many people face the same challenge and still find joy, purpose, and energy in their days. Nights may have interruptions, but they don't have to take away from the beauty of life. May tonight be softer, your dreams sweeter, and your rest deeper. And as the new day comes, may you wake up with gratitude for another chance to live, laugh, and love. See you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay spirited. Warm regards from me. For a happier and more meaningful senior life.